why don't we try to evaluate some expressions that use exponents on rational numbers. So in the top left corner, we have 3 over 4 cubed. So this would be interpreted as a 3 in the numerator, and in the bottom, with the 4 being cubed, we have a 4 times a 4 times a 4. So of course the numerator is unchanged, it's just a 3, and in the bottom we have 4 times 4, which is 16, 16 multiplied by 4 to get the cubing, and that's 64. So the first problem is the answer of 3 over 64. Top right hand corner, we have a squaring. Remember that a square is going to be positive because negative times negative is going to be positive, and positive times positive is positive. But here with the squaring, I'm going to write out my usual parentheses and say I'm going to take negative 5 over 2 and multiply it by negative 5 over 2. So again, negative times negative is positive, so this end result will be a positive number. In the numerator, 5 times 5 is 25, and in the denominator, 2 times 2 happens to be 4. So the answer is 25 fourths. Next one, we have negative 5 thirds quantity being squared. So that would be squaring, means we're going to write it out twice. Negative 5 thirds, negative 5 thirds. Those two numbers are both negative, but a negative times a negative is going to be positive. So negative 5 times negative 5, positive 25. Denominators, 3 times 3, that's a 9. So get 25 over 9. Last example before you try some on your own. Numerator, 5 cubed, separate denominator, just a 3. So numerator, 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. Denominator, solo 3. So in the numerator, 5 times 5 is 25. And what are 5 quarters worth? That's worth $1.25. And in the bottom, solo 3. No powers going on, so that one is 125 over 3 as a final answer. So, pause the video, try these two examples on your own, and then we'll do them together to see if you get the same answers that I do. In the first place, assuming you've paused and tried this on your own, negative 2/3 squared would mean negative 2/3 multiplied by negative 2/3, and a negative times a negative is going to be a positive, so no need for a negative sign. In the numerators, 2 times 2 is 4, and in the denominators, 3 times 3 is 9. So hopefully for that one you got 4/9. Second example, ooh, sneaky. This one's got a negative sign not in the parentheses, and then it has 1/4 times 1/4 times 1/4 times 1/4. So lots of copies of 4s in there. So, since all there is one single negative sign, that means the final result will certainly be a negative number. In the numerator, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is the number 1. And now in the bottom, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 would be 64. And 64 times 4 is 256. So the final answer for the second one should have been a negative 1 over 256.